I don't have a lot of time. I gotta move it. This is taking me longer than I thought. Ooh, a Swiffer duster kit. Well, that's fun. Skewers. That's a fun word. What is in here? I have 4 different types of forks and a hair. Well, we don't know, but it was made in 1972. Lots of towels. It is like my mom's house. I always go into this thinking that I can take on a mountain. That's not exactly how I wanted to say that.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Danny Rearranged YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have no idea why I'm talking like this, like a sports announcer, but that's fine. We're at the cabin. Is that it? Am I talking again? I guess that's the intro.
Going series throughout the summer. What we're going to do is we're gonna work section by section because there's so much to go through that I wouldn't be able to do all of it in, I wouldn't even be able to do all of it in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna go section by section, but what we're gonna do in today's video is we're gonna work on the kitchen. So the kitchen is the one area that we really wanna declutter. I'm gonna try my hardest to deep clean and organize it, but I can't guarantee that. I have a very limited time frame, So I am going to start, I'm gonna create my piles, keep pile, donate pile, trash recycling pile. We're gonna get all of our piles set up, and I'm gonna start taking, I've said this 1,000 times before on my channel. I know I've said this so many times before on my channel, but if taking everything out is going to be really overwhelming for you, don't take everything out. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm always on a time frame. I'm always in a rush. So what I do is I take everything out and then I just kind of start going through it. But what I recommend doing, if that's gonna be overwhelming for you, is starting with one drawer, one cabinet, and then working your way, through the area. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna utilize this table and some of this counter space surfaces to really start going through stuff, and I'm gonna try to group like items together as I'm taking them out so it's easier to go through, and we are gonna get started. I really hope that you liked today's video. I have been wanting to get up to the cabin to do this. I wanted to do this last year. I didn't do it. We're doing it this year. Again, this is gonna be an ongoing series.
I wanted to mention this first. You may see some baby bottles or baby food, stuff like that. That is not ours. That's my sister-in-law's kids' stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff in here that's not ours. It's a family cabin. I originally wasn't going to do a voiceover for this part, so you're going to see me point around a lot. I don't know what I do. Sometimes when I hold the camera, I must put my thumb or finger on a part of the camera that's the audio part or whatever, and it just sounds muffled. So I had to do a voiceover. But anyway, I wanted to give you a tour of the cabin just so you could see what we're gonna be working with in this cabin series over the summer. So, and then I'm gonna talk about, after showing you the cabin, I'm gonna talk about a lot of things that we're gonna do differently in the next cabin video. This video did not go as I wanted it to, but I'll talk more about it in a second. When you first walk into the cabin, and these 3 doors here are bedrooms. All 3 of these are bedrooms. When you first walk into the cabin, it's an enclosed porch, additional like dining area and seating area. Then once you walk into the second door past the enclosed porch, in front of, let me back up. Once you walk past the enclosed porch to the left, you'll see a futon That's an extra sleeping area. In front of the futon is the dining room area. In front of the dining room area is the kitchen. Then there's the 3 bedrooms, and this is the bathroom. And then there's a loft, which I'm gonna go up into. Why? I don't know. I hate going up there. I don't really go up there. No one does.
Why am I doing this? Oh. I mean, eventually I'll get up here. I'm not gonna go all the way up there, but just to give you an idea, like there is so much stuff over here in this corner, and then you have extra bedding. There's actually 2 beds, extra sheets, blankets. Oh, there's 3 mattresses. And then over here, there is a bunch of stuff, just stuff. I don't know what happened right there, that hole there. I don't know if that goes to the roof. I have no idea. But if you look down, so it's a decent sized cabin. My mother-in-law and father-in-law built this years and years ago. Oh, so there is a lot of stuff in the bedrooms. Most of Ian and I's stuff, the kids' stuff, are in these 2 rooms and over there. So hi.
Hi everybody.
Ian's watching the kids so I can get the kitchen done. So yeah, we're gonna do section by section. So I'm debating on if I should go from here down or just worry about this section later, because I think the kitchen itself is gonna take me a while. My only issue is I don't have really good light. Why is it everywhere I film I have horrible lighting? Everywhere. I even brought wax melts and candles for the occasion. Apparently I bring my obsession with wax melts and candles, I even bring them to the cabin for good smells. Probably not gonna focus too much on organization. Plus I left a lot of like, I purchased a drying dish thing. And then a couple of other trays I brought here. I brought some cleaning products, but I forgot quite a bit of bins that I got to organize. But the thing is I don't think I'm gonna have a whole lot of time to do a ton of organization. So today we're just focusing a lot on just getting it decluttered. And you know, my thing is that if you're trying to organize, you don't have to, but I think it's best to declutter first, because it's very hard to organize when you have a lot of stuff. There is, I think I even still have cups, like sippy cups and cups from when my kids were really little. I think. I could be wrong. Oh, look at, there's light bulbs in here too. It's like my mom's house. Okay, so, all right. We got why, I don't know. We don't know why that's in there with the towels. Lots of towels. It is like my mom's house. Look at all the, like the coffee mug holders. What are those called? I don't know. Okay, so all of this stuff here.
Before I get into why and how I am going to make the next cabin video differently than this one, because I do want to talk about that, because the next cabin video I am going to do things much differently. I'm going to get into all of that later on in today's video. But for the first portion of today's voiceover, I'm going to talk a lot about decluttering. We're going to get into quite a lengthy conversation about decluttering, and primarily about in my opinion, one of the biggest decluttering breakthrough moments I've ever had. I'm excited to share that with you and talk about that.
What is this? Okay. Okay, so we got a big box of stuff. Ooh, a Swiffer duster kit. Well, that's fun. Skewers. That's a fun word. What is in here? Oh, this is gonna be a fun box. Oh boy. Yeah, we got like a ton of random stuff here. A lot of random. So I got like towels and pot holders here, some appliances, dishware. I got random stuff and then really miscellaneous stuff I'm putting over here. I am going to have to do some drawers section by section because I don't have enough space. Why do I always do this? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna work on this section first. I took out most of it, but everything that's in this drawer and everything that's in there, I'm just gonna rewash it really quick. Oops. Go into this thinking that I can take on a mountain. That's not exactly how I wanted to say that. In my head, it sounded right. But anywho, I was gonna do the thing with the dishes, but there's more dishes. I gotta clean all of the dishes. So I'm gonna clean all the dishes. We're gonna put the dishes in the silverware away, and then we're going to move forward. But we're getting there. We're getting there. There's so many dishes. I gotta go through the dishes and the silverware and set some aside because I do. Let me show you something. Okay, and this is my thought process on it. So there is, how do I want to say this? So this is the family cabin. So Ian and I and the kids and my father-in-law Tom stay in here, and my father-in-law's girlfriend, new girlfriend, we stay in here. And then my sister-in-law, who has 2 kids, and her husband used to stay in here, but they have a trailer out back, so they're not in here. But they do use, like, you may see bottles or baby food or stuff like that. There's some, you know, there's other family members who have cabins and trailers on the property. So there's stuff kind of from like everyone, right? But for the most, so you may see things around the cabin that are not ours, but for the most part, it's just what, 4, 5, 6, wait, 4, 5, yeah, 6 people in here. And then, you know, sometimes we'll eat dinner with my sister-in-law and her family. And yeah, anyway, the bottom line is, why do you always get long-winded? I don't think that it's necessary to have this much silverware up here because I think it's just adding more work. We're constantly doing dishes and silverware, and I think that if we eliminated the amount of dishes and silverware, because you know what happens? Okay, I'm gonna get onto a dishes and silverware rant. This is what happens. And I used to do this at my house. At one point in time, I had so many dishes, so much silverware, so many utensils. Remember the spatulas? Remember the spatulas? All of the spatulas. I had so much that what happens is because I do have so much, when it would get dirty, I'd put it in the side, put it in the sink because I had clean ones. So does that make sense? Like I wasn't washing the little that I have because why would I? I have more. But then once it all gets dirtied up, now I have a mountain of dishes and silverware that I have to clean. And honestly, it's just not necessary to have that much when there's not, you know, there's not a lot of people in here. So I'm gonna go through this. I'm probably gonna set aside. I'm probably going to just keep matching silverware, and then like the non-matching silverware and cups and stuff we're gonna get rid of. Yeah, sweetie? So this is the cabin. This is where all of the extra clothes go, the junk clothes, the junk silverware, the extra silverware. This is where all the extra stuff comes. We're at the cabin. We don't care what we use or look like, right? But with that being said, I have 4 different types of forks and a hair. 4 different types of forks. I think we're just gonna take whichever one has the most and keep that one. Is there a different, no, wait, is there, no, okay, so 4 different types. So let's narrow that down. Also, I have to show this. I found these at the Dollar Tree. They slide. Organizers, check that out. Good size, you can use this for whatever. I should have brought the rest of my stuff, but no, I was in a rush because Ian and the kids have only been waiting to get up to the cabin for the last 8 months. So let's see what we got here. So, oh, there's another style fork. This one's a fancier one. Can you see it? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, well, come on, Danielle. Anyway, it's got a flower on it. Now who's calling me? We don't know. Okay. So I'm thinking, look at all this, look at all these forks. I'm thinking just by looking at the forks, you know what? I'll do 8. Let's do 8 little ones and 8 big ones. Oh, and I'll wash those. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the spoons and the knives. And again, there is so much more silverware in the sink, so we'll get rid of. We also have a lot of baby, like toddler cups. My kids don't use any of this stuff. And I just asked my sister-in-law if she wanted to keep any of this stuff, and she said no. So, because a lot of these don't have matching lids or matching bottoms, so we're gonna go ahead and probably just get rid of all of these, because I don't think, I'm gonna be honest, I think the only matching one I have is this one. That's it. This is the only one. Either that, and this I think was a set. So that will be nice to donate. But this stuff, there is no, does this go on there? No. Okay, so this one goes on here, and then this goes with this. So these are good. I'm gonna wipe that down. But like none of these we're gonna keep. So let's go ahead and put this in. I'm probably gonna have to just recycle it. I don't have a lot of time. I gotta move it. This is taking me longer than I thought. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. It's like hard to figure out what I want to do next. Okay, I'm letting the dishes dry improperly. You know, these things, these squishy things. I don't know who this is, but it says I started out with nothing and I still have most of it. I don't know, okay. Well, there's a lot of these. Where's the other one? There's another one. Grilling me softly, just, oh my God. That's a dirty one. Eat, drink, and be married. So he has like a lot of this. These are Tom's, these aren't ours. He's got a lot of these things. There's a whole bag full of them. And there's so many. What are those things called? Koozies or something? I don't know. Squishies, squishies, who knows. There is literally a whole bag of these, and I have never once seen anyone in here use them. So I'm also going to put that in the donate bag. But, okay, I really gotta finish up these dishes. Oh man. This is something that I probably should have talked about on my channel a long time ago. And I guess I didn't because I wasn't really sure how I felt about it.
I didn't know how to describe it. And then now thinking about it in detail, because I've been dwelling on this, I realized that this was leading to a bigger problem. And I think I came up with a solution. It might not be the solution, but it's a solution. So I've been on a decluttering journey for well over a year and a half. And when I started to declutter, minimalism wasn't the goal. It was just to simply be more minimal. But this journey shifted into minimalism. The goal was never to be an extreme minimalist. It's just something that my family and I, it just wouldn't work for us. But we've always felt comfortable and considered ourselves moderate minimalists. The problem is that I've dwelled on whether or not I should even consider myself a moderate minimalist. What defines me as a minimalist? And because of this, because I've worried about this, I've dwelled on this, I've questioned it, I realized that it was affecting the way that I was decluttering. We're gonna get more into it in just a little bit.
I'm gonna wipe everything on the walls all the way over. I'm gonna wipe all of this down, all of this. And then I'm gonna try, I'm not gonna be able to deep clean the stove, the oven, or the refrigerator, but I'm gonna try to get to the microwave, but I am gonna wipe it all down. But this side is looking really good. Oh, I'm out of breath, and it's hot in here. It's so hot. I'll show you everything. I'm going to show you all of it when we're done, all of the inside of the drawers and the cabinets, but I'm going to go through this and get this out of the way. It's hot. I'm definitely sweating, not glowing. Okay. This is well, we don't know, but it was made in 1972. I don't know that for a fact. I'm taking a guess, and I'm probably pretty right or pretty close. I gotta ask Tom if he wants to keep this. And then there's a slow cooker in here. We do use this. Also from 1884. No. We don't know. We don't know. Ooh, they got a nice dish here that I've never seen anyone use. We got, okay. Wash that. Got a nice pan. Again, I've never seen anyone use. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think we've ever used the oven. We grill up here. I got, what is this? Would you quit saying that? Oh, look at this. Look at that, it's so cabin. It's a cabin plate. Is this to be hung up? I don't think this is for eating. Oh, that is so cool. I bet you Judy got that. If you didn't know, my mother-in-law, Judy, Tom's wife, passed away years back, and we miss her terribly. And there is a lot of stuff here that is hers, that she's bought or that she kept here, and that's the type of stuff that's really hard for us to let go of. And you know, I'm more than positive she bought that plate. But you know, a lot of these dishes, see, no joke, no joke. How crazy is it that I was just talking about her, and on here it says Judy. It says Judy. So she bought these plates, and that's really, and this was hers too. Yep, it's more of those. Oh, look at. Look how, these are so cool. Oh, I can't wait to show Tom. He had no idea that they were even in here. There's another one. There's another one. I mean, these are fantastic, but there's two small plates and a large one. I want to say these were probably pieces of decor that she wanted to hang up in here, because I can't imagine her wanting to use them. I'll have to show him that.
finally, going back to what I was saying, yes, I have struggled with that since the beginning of my decluttering journey, whether I should be even using the word minimalism on my channel, if I should be considering myself a moderate minimalist, because what truly defines me as a minimalist, and this is me overanalyzing, overthinking things too, which I tend to do, and also comparing myself. And I realized, because I had to figure it out. I had to sit on it and really just figure out why I was questioning myself, what was bothering me about it. And I think what was throwing me off the most was the amount of stuff, the numbers of items. So, for example, I have always had, I don't want to say a lot. For some people, I mean, it depends. It depends on what you think a lot is. For me, I think I have a lot of wax melts and candles and throw pillows and throw blankets, even makeup, stuff like that. There's certain categories of items that I have a lot of, and most likely always will. And that's what was bothering me, was me saying, well, I don't want to get rid of this stuff because I do enjoy this stuff. I do use this stuff, but I have a lot of it. So can I consider myself a minimalist? That's what was throwing me off, and it was affecting how I was decluttering, down to my decision making and the length of time it took. I was like stressing myself out over this, and it was affecting, how long I was sitting on an item, or debating on whether to get rid of an item, or maybe moving too fast with the decluttering process. It was affecting how I was decluttering because I was thinking of the number of items that I have. When it comes to other items though, like clothing, jewelry, purses, things like that, I could care less about. I can be very minimal with that stuff. For the most part, most categories of items I can be very minimal with, but there are certain items that I'm not. And that always made me question myself. We're going to get back to this.
This has to go. That whole thing's getting dumped. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, oh wow. Okie dokie. Yep, that's all going. Yepper, it is. What, no one, why? Is that new? Because that can go. This can, yep, we're just getting rid of all of this. Yep, that's all going. What's in here? This can go. All of this can go. That is not good. Nope, not good. Okay. Alrighty. What is this? Oh, we have a Swiffer jet? I didn't know. Yup. Okay. Okay. I need to vacuum this and disinfect it and I gotta put new shelf lining in it. There's like 10 bags of coffee beans. Would it be a cabin video without Bush's original baked beans? No. Oh. think we can get rid of that. It's probably been sitting up here since, oh, let's see here. It says as seen on TV. I'm gonna assume 1990. No.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to do with that. Do you
It's a
want
no.
it to know?
No, I'm good. It's a no. He said no. And I'm guessing 1990. Not quite sure. No, I'm kidding. I love these. I really, really love these. Adjustable. How cool is that? Dollar Tree. So I think I'm going to use these for the seasoning so they're a little bit more organized. Now the big ones I'd probably leave out. Okay, so see? I honestly don't need all of that space, but look how perfect that is. If I could show you properly. I mean, and then if we want more seasoning, we just pull it out and you have more room. I love it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put his coffee. I actually think what I'm gonna do is put his coffee in here. He has so much coffee that I think I'm gonna, and this is where he makes the coffee. So Tom, my father-in-law, is a huge coffee connoisseur. Huge coffee connoisseur. This man has so many bags. I'll show you all the bags of coffee he has, and he uses all of it. But he does all of his coffee things here, and I think I'm gonna put his coffee stuff right here. Move that pan, put the coffee stuff there, so that way he's not reaching. It's not sitting up. It's not sitting out on the counter, and he's not reaching back there. There. Okay, I think that's the best that I'm going to be able to do it for now. We're going to figure something out to where we can organize his coffee bags a lot better. Oh, buckets. Okay. Okie dokie. There's a lot. So I'm just gonna pull all of this out and lay it out. Okay, I think that can go. What? I don't know. We don't know. What is this? I don't know. I think this is mine. Yeah, this was it? No. I don't know. I don't know. But I know they use this. I don't think they use any of that. I don't think we need 3 little pots. Oh, no, there's more pots. And wow, there's a lot of pots here. Okay, so these two, we gotta, no, this one's gotta go. That's bad.
So I've been dwelling on whether or not I should consider myself to be a moderate minimalist because I finally figured out it was because of certain categories that I think I have too much of. And I think a lot of it too is that I was comparing myself to other people who are on a similar journey as I am. I think that it's fantastic to find other people, whether that be books, magazines, social media, find other people who are on a similar journey as you and, gain knowledge from that. Use it as a resource because, you can find a lot of helpful information and use it as a tool to help accomplish your goals. And I think that's fantastic. And I did learn a lot from others who are on a similar journey as me. But I also had to realize that their journey is their journey. It's not my own. I have to stop comparing myself. I had to realize that I can use resources as a guide, but it doesn't have to be the rule. And that was huge for me. That was a huge eye-opener. But here's the breakthrough moment. Now that I went through all of that, figured out the problem, I think I came up with a solution.
Murphy's oil soap. It's from 1920. Oh, it's not good. How old? show you something. Murphy's oil soap has been around that long? Get out. Murphy's oil soap, get out. No way. Cleans wood surfaces and more. Insane, insane. Look at 1983 right there. That was way before I was born. Well, not way, but it was before I was born. I don't think it's good anymore.
So I think I came up with a solution because I don't want to have that in the back of my mind anymore. I don't want that to affect how I'm decluttering and my journey to minimalism as a whole anymore. I don't want to have to think about that or dwell on it or worry about it. And I also think that there was a deeper rooted issue there too, that I was worrying about that. And I think it was because deep down inside, I honestly would like to be more minimal, but I know that there's just certain things that I enjoy and that I like. And I don't think that you should just get rid of stuff simply to be more minimal. I don't think that you should let go of stuff because, you know, maybe you're being pushed to, or you feel like you should, or whatever the case may be. You should only get rid of things that you're comfortable of getting rid of. You should only get rid of things that you really don't like, want, use, need, and, you know, go at your own pace. And, I think that deep down inside, yes, I would like to be even more minimal, but I know that there's things that I truly do enjoy, and I don't want to have to worry about this anymore.
Oh, brand new ones, right?
No.
Okay. Oh my God. Now, do I have lids for everything?
Yeah, you got lids down there. I kept the lids.
Yeah, throw them. Yeah, we don't need those.
Okay, so.
Good Lord, we must. Yeah, that's what happens with cabins, is that everything that's sort of a hand-me-down from the house.
It gets thrown up here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Whether we need it or not.
No worries, I'm gonna get everything decluttered. By the end of this summer, your whole cabin is going to be deep cleaned and decluttered and organized.
Oh, thank you.
And it's gonna be so nice.
Yeah, it is so nice. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I love doing this stuff.
Yeah, you do. You have a passion for it. There's no question about it.
So this is what I'm going to do. So I don't have to worry about this anymore. So I don't have to question it. And also to help me with my decluttering journey, I think that this is going to help so much. It's something I've never done before. What I'm going to do is take all of the categories that I feel I have a lot of.
What kind of bug is that?
What bug?
It's like, I touched it.
You touched it?
Oh!
It's okay.
It's like.
Oh, I thought you were really freaking out.
I have a lot of items in a specific category, and I am going to allow myself to keep a specific number. So if I have candles, then I get a total of 25 as an example, and I don't surpass that 25. I'm only doing this with the categories of items that I think I have a lot of. Pillows, throw blankets, sentimental items, candles, wax melts, makeup, things like that. Things that I have a lot of. That's when I'm going to use this method. I don't even know if I can call it a method, but just sticking to a strict number. Because if numbers is what's throwing me off with the items that I have a lot of, then maybe I should put a specific number on it. Will it work? I have no idea, but I think that I had it wrong.
It doesn't look dusty from like the camera or afar, but when you clean it, that's how much dust was on it. Oh my gosh. Look how much better that is. I don't know how well you can see it, but it was so dusty. So these are all clean. Oh, I know. Yeah, I didn't get to deep clean as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. We'll come back. Oh, did that one get wet? Yeah, that got wet. Oh, we forgot the utensils. You know what? I forgot about that box too. So there's a box that we have to go through still. So the next time we come here, we'll go through the box. We'll deep clean more in the kitchen, and we'll go through this.
I think in the past, I was much more focused on the boundary. So like, for example, with my candles and wax melts, they're in a small cabinet. I use that cabinet as a boundary, which is fantastic. You know, for example, maybe you like to collect cards and you use a shoebox as your boundary for your cards. You don't surpass that shoebox. You don't overfill it. That's a great tool to use. Boundaries are great. You can use spaces as boundaries. My problem is I always want to fill that space. I always want to fill that boundary. And sometimes not even just fill it, but overflow it. The boundary is nice. It's a good guide. For me, I need something more. It has to be a specific number or I will fill the boundary. So I hope this works. I really do. I've never tried this before, but we're going to give it a go.
I vacuumed over here, but this needs to be mopped and I don't have, there is no Swiffer sweeper here or Swiffer dry jet or whatever. It's not here. So I gotta bring like a Swiffer sweeper or a wet jet. I think I have both. I know I have a Swiffer sweeper at home, so I'll have to bring that.
We are almost at the end of today's video, so there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention. I know earlier in today's video, I said that the next time I come up here, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. And I just wanted to briefly kind of explain what I mean by that. This was my first cabin video, so I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, how to go about it. But Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, these are the holidays, these are the times that a lot of the family comes up to the cabin. So on this piece of property, there are other family members who have cabins and trailers. And Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, that's when most everyone comes up. Ian has a huge family. Tom has 7 brothers and sisters. So in total, 8 brothers and sisters in this family. So there's a lot of uncles, a lot of aunts, a lot of cousins. So a lot of them come up for Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, and it's busy. Like, it's really busy. The family members do, I can't talk, do come up periodically throughout the summer. Some of them come even every other weekend or every weekend. It's so much fun up here. But the holidays are busy and there's a lot of traffic coming in and out of the house during those busy times. And I filmed this over Memorial Day weekend, so it was busy. And I felt like I had to rush, which I don't like, but I also didn't want to preoccupy the kitchen for a really long period of time. So I realized that the next time I come up here, I'm not going to film on a holiday weekend or a holiday. I'm going to come up on just a regular weekend with the kids, Ian and I, and just come up here when there's not as many people, so there's not as much traffic in and out, and I don't feel like I have to rush. It was also super hot, and I had a headache, and that shelf liner was really ticking me off, like bad. So anywho, besides the point, I got to get over the shelf paper. Let it go, Danielle. Anywho, so the next time I won't be as rushed. Ian is going to be in the video with me because, believe it or not, the kitchen and the bathroom have, I think, the least amount of stuff throughout the entire cabin. It's really honestly other areas of the cabin that have the majority of stuff. So Ian's gonna go through that stuff with me. So it'll be more interactive. I won't be able, I won't rush as much as I did with this one. And I'll be a little bit more detailed. We'll talk more about the cabin. But I just think this is such a happy place. I love being up here. My kids love being up here. You know, I had a really small family, and I just think it's so cool that Ian, you know, got to experience this, you know, during the summertime. He got to experience just hanging out with his entire family, having fun with his cousins, family, friends. And I think I'm so grateful that my kids get to experience the same thing. It's really cool. They love being up here. This is so much fun for them. And it's fun for me too. It's such a fun place to be. There's something about being up in nature that is so peaceful. It's so relaxing. It rejuvenates you. It recharges your battery. And I absolutely love being up here. My family and I do. So anyway, this was a lot of fun to make. I really hope that you liked it. I don't know when I'll be doing the second cabin video, but again, this will be an ongoing series during the summer. And we're gonna get this cabin done, and there's a lot more to go through, but this was a huge transformation. It's so satisfying seeing the before and afters. I wanted to put the before and afters right next to each other, and what a difference, what a difference. And there's still a lot more work to be done in this kitchen. I got a lot more deep cleaning and decluttering to do because I didn't finish that box that I showed earlier in today's video, which was jam-packed with stuff. We gotta go through that box. That'll be a fun box. You know, the one with the Swiffer kit and the scores. That's a fun word. I don't know why, but anyway. So, huge transformation. You're gonna see the dining room table in the enclosed porch filled with stuff that was decluttered. All of this stuff was decluttered except Judy's plates. I will get into that in another video. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in another video, but that was the only thing. There's another thing that I did keep because I'm using it. I actually used it just a couple days ago. I'll talk about it in the next video, or in the next cabin video. Don't worry, I wrote it down. I won't forget. But 99.9% of everything that's on this table is gone. It was decluttered. So anyway, am I forgetting anything else? I feel like I'm always forgetting stuff. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know, probably. Anyway, that's the end of today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.